Dear students, in this session we are going to see the preparation of aldehydes and ketones, that too under 4 headings. 1. Preparation of aldehydes and ketones together, preparation of only aldehydes, preparation of benzaldehyde and preparation of ketones. So under preparation of aldehydes and ketones, again preparation of aldehydes and ketones, subheading. In that, first method, oxidation. Oxidation of alcohols, or I can also say dehydrogenation of alcohols. Oxidation of alcohols or dehydrogenation of alcohols. Which type of alcohols upon oxidation give aldehydes? Primary alcohols. Primary alcohols means CS3OH, CH2, CS3CH2OH, CS3CH2CH2OH. These are all primary alcohols. OH, the carbon having OH should be attached directly with only one carbon atom or no other carbon atom. Carbon having OH should be directly attached with one carbon atom. This is also a primary alcohol. Carbon having OH is directly attached with only one carbon atom. Primary. Carbon having OH should be directly attached with only one carbon atom or with no other carbon atom. If these alcohols are oxidized, you will be getting aldehydes. If secondary alcohols are oxidized, what is secondary alcohol? CS3, CH, OH, CS3. Carbon having OH is directly bonded with two carbon atoms. CS3, CH, CS3, OH. Both are same. I have written differently, that's all. Propan to all. Isopropyl alcohol or secondary propyl alcohol. All are same. Or I can take this type of alcohol. CS3, CH2, CH, CS3, OH. Again it is a secondary alcohol. Carbon having OH is directly bonded with two carbon atoms. Secondary alcohol. So these type of secondary alcohols on oxidation give ketones. But oxidation means we may be thinking of common oxidizing agents like acidified potassium digramate, acidified potassium permanganate. These are all strong. H plus bar K2Cr2O7, H plus bar KMnO4. These are all strong oxidizing agents. Oxidation using these strong oxidizing agents will result in the formation of acid instead of aldehyde. But using PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate, oxidation using PCC. What is it? Pyridinium. You may be knowing about pyridine. It is pyridine. Alternate single and double bonds. Here nitrogen. It is pyridine. Pyridinium chlorochromate. Cr double bond O Cl. This is said to be chlorochromate. Pyridinium, a H plus will be bonded here. H plus will be bonded here. It is pyridinium. It is chlorochromate. The combination of this is known as pyridinium chlorochromate, PCC. What is PCC? Pyridinium chlorochromate, which is a mild oxidizing agent which stops oxidation up to aldehyde or ketone. But these are strong oxidizing agents, oxidizes alcohols into acids. Let me explain how. CS3, CH2OH. CS3, CH2OH. It is an alcohol. When it is oxidized, what will happen? These two hydrogen atoms get combined with oxygen to become water. When these two hydrogen atoms are lost, carbon is losing one valency, oxygen is also losing one valency. Therefore, to compensate, a double bond between this. It is an aldehyde. This is the first step. PCC stops at first step. But if you use this acidified potassium digramate or potassium permanganate, it is further oxidized to give acid. CS3CO. That is the difference between the mild oxidizing agent and strong oxidizing agents. Alright. So let us use PCC instead of potassium digramate or acidified potassium permanganate to get aldehyde as well as ketone. Let me start with a simple compound CS3CH2OH, ethyl alcohol, CS3 CH2, CH2OH, propyl alcohol, CS3, CH, CS3, OH, isopropyl alcohol, secondary propyl alcohol. I have given only common names. What are IUPAC names? Ethanol, ethane all ethanol, propanol, that to propan-1-ol, because alcohol is at the first carbon, propan-1-ol, it is propan-2-ol. When these alcohols are oxidized using PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate, mild oxidizing agent instead of acidified potassium dichromate. These two hydrogen atoms get combined with oxygen to become water. These two hydrogen atoms get combined with oxygen to become water. These two hydrogen atoms get combined with oxygen to become water. So a double bond is found between the two. As I have shown earlier, CS3, CH2OH, it is ethyl alcohol. I have written elaborately this ethanol. These two hydrogen atoms get removed along with the oxygen available from PCC. Since carbon is losing one valency, oxygen is losing one valency, a bond is found between carbon and oxygen. A double bond is found. It is acetaldehyde. So CS3, CH2, acetaldehyde. IUPAC name ethane, Al suffix. So ethanol, Al. Vowel letter, therefore E has to be eliminated. Then propanol gives propanol. CS3, CH2, CHO. This one gives acetone. CS3, C double bond O, CS3 acetone, propanol. Ethanol, propanol, propanone, propan-2-one. Simply propanone, because we cannot have any other one, propanone. That's all. That's how we get aldehydes and ketones. Preparation of aldehydes and ketones. Aldehyde we have got, ketone we have got. Likewise, dehydrogenation. What is oxidation we have seen? What is dehydrogenation then? Here also removal of hydrogen, but not using hydrogen. Catalytic dehydrogenation. When ethyl alcohol or propyl alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, secondary propyl alcohol. When these are dehydrogenation using heated copper, silver, etc. These are the catalysts for dehydrogenation. Even iron can be used. These two hydrogen get removed, minus H2. Instead of writing H2O and writing nascent oxygen, simply minus H2. O will not come. Minus H2, removal of hydrogen. Minus H2. That we call, minus H2 only. Dehydrogenation. Just removal of hydrogen, not removal of water. Removal of water because of addition of hydrogen. Here no addition of oxygen, just removal of hydrogen. It is said to be dehydrogenation. Alright. The same product I am writing again. Ethanol, propanol, propanone. Same product. So that is about dehydrogenation of alcohols, oxidation of alcohols, and the preparation of aldehydes and ketones. First method. Let me write capital A. Preparation of aldehydes and ketones under that first method. Then second method is ozonolysis of alkanes. Ozonolysis. What do you mean by ozonolysis? Second method, ozonolysis. Let me rub this. Name you can write. Ethanol, propanol, propanone. Acetaldehyde, propionaldehyde, dimethyl ketone or acetone. Second method. What is second method? Ozonolysis of alkenes. This can also result in the formation of aldehydes and ketones. Ozonolysis followed by reaction with zinc dust and water. Alkene, simple alkene, carbon-carbon double bond. Compounds having carbon-carbon double bond are called alkenes, 2 hydrogen. To satisfy the valency, 2 hydrogen here. Simple alkene. Ethylene common name, ethene IUPAC name, ethene. Eth, since double bond is present, suffix ethene. Common name ethylene. CH2, double bond CH2. Ethene. Alright. And then CS3, CH, double bond CH2. Propene. CS3, C, CS3, double bond CH2. What is it? Totally 4 carbon atoms, but in the longest chain we have only 3. Numbering should be from the carbon having double bond, therefore 1, 2, 3. At the second carbon atom we have methyl branch, therefore 2 methyl. 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain, therefore prop. A double bond at the first carbon atom, therefore proponiene. 2 methyl, 1 propene or proponiene. 2 methyl, 1 propene. It is propene, it is ethene. Ozonolysis of alkenes followed by reaction with zinc and acid. Let me explain the generalized reaction. CH2 double bond CH2 or any double bond. Whenever we have double bond, when it is made to react with ozone, what is happening? Addition across the double bond. Ozone contains 3 oxygen atoms. 1 oxygen is used to split this bond like this. An oxygen bridge is making the bond to get cleaved. Another bond is cleaved by the use of 2 oxygen atoms like this. So between this carbon-carbon, oxygen bridges are made. A double bond is broken. Instead of 1 bond, an oxygen bridge. Instead of another bond, 2 oxygen in the bridge. It is said to be ozonide. Ethylene means ethylene ozonide. Propene means propene ozonide. 2-methyl propionine ozonide, that's all. Ozonide, simply ozonide. When these ozonides are treated with zinc and water, fission using water, this bond is cleaved, carbon-carbon bridge, the bridge. Here carbon-oxygen, here is oxygen, bond is cleaved. Water is added here. So you will be getting the compound hydrogen peroxide, removal of hydrogen peroxide. Loss of 1 valency for carbon, loss of 1 valency for oxygen, therefore a double bond between the two. C with the 2 hydrogen, a double bond, which is nothing but formaldehyde. Actual structure for ethene, C bond H, double bond, C bond H, bond H. Ozonide formation means instead of 1 bond, 1 oxygen, instead of another bond, 2 oxygen. With the zinc and water, cleavage like this. So you will be getting HC double bond O. Why double bond O? This bond is broken, this bond is broken to compensate the double bond. This bond is broken, this bond is broken to compensate this double bond. This bond is broken, this bond is broken. The oxygen is making 2 bonds with water to become hydrogen peroxide. Alright. So formaldehyde, likewise we are getting. Same thing we are going to see with ethene, propene and 2-methyl 1-propene. You can try yourself. With ozone. O3, with ozone. How the reaction occurs? Addition across the double bond, CH2, O, CH2. Another 2 oxygen atoms like this. Then with zinc and water, bond cleavage here, bond cleavage here, bond cleavage here. So you will be getting 2 molecules of formaldehyde and hydrogen peroxide. 2 molecules of formaldehyde, hydrogen peroxide. What about the here? CS3, CH, the double bond is cleaved using oxygen bridge, 2 oxygen bridges. Next, zinc and water. The bond is broken. Bond is broken, bond is broken. Water here. So you'll be getting CS3CHO plus HCHO. Removal of hydrogen peroxide. Removal of hydrogen peroxide. Third thing, you try, just to verify when I write CS3, C, CS3, the bond, double bond has to be eliminated. How to get eliminated? An oxygen bridge, 2 oxygen atoms. I can write methyl like this, so that it may be easy for me to write 2 oxygen. All right? Yes. More comfortable. Then, with zinc and water, removal of hydrogen peroxide. That's all. CS3, C, CS3, double bond O. That is acetone propanone. CS3, C double bond O, CS3. Acetone propanone dimethyl ketone. Dimethyl ketone, acetyl group, but it is a ketone, therefore acetone. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms propan, 2 on. That's all. Formaldehyde. Acetone plus formaldehyde. Have you noted one thing? In all these compounds, we have got formaldehyde. In all the 3. Why? Alkenes containing terminal double bonds. Double bond at any one end. Double bond at any one end. If double bond is started at the first carbon atom, it should produce formaldehyde. So, an important point, alkenes containing terminal double bonds produce formaldehyde with ozone. That point you should know. Very important point. All the 3 cases we have used only terminal alkenes. Why not we try with another alkene where there is no terminal double bond? Let me try. CS3, CH, double bond CH, CS3. It is not a terminal alkene. Double bond is at the second carbon atom. What is the name? What is the name? Butadiene. Butadiene. With ozone. What is the product? Guess. CS3, CH, CH, CS3. Isn't that? I made the double bond to get broken using ozone. Therefore, yes, ozonide with zinc and acid, zinc and water, bond cleavage, usual bond cleavage. We got 2 molecules of acetone. Plus hydrogen peroxide. See here one more thing, one more point. First point, what is the first point? Terminal alkenes result in the formation of formaldehyde. If not, you won't get formaldehyde. And one more point now you can guess. Here we have got 2, here we have got 2 molecules. Here and here we have 2 different aldehydes or aldehyde and ketone. How? Symmetric alkenes. It is a symmetric alkene. Double bond, 1 carbon, 1 carbon. This is also a symmetric alkene. Symmetric alkenes result in the formation of 2 molecules of same product. Alright? That is another point we have derived based upon the reactions. So likewise you can try for different alkenes. That is second method. Third method, hydration of alkynes. Hydration of alkynes, third method. Third method, hydration of alkynes. CH triple bond CH, Alkyne means hydrocarbons containing carbon-carbon triple bonds are said to be alkynes. So it is a very simple alkyne. It has got a triple bond. Another alkyne, CH3, C triple bond CH. I can also go in for different such alkynes. I think it's not necessary to go in for still more. Yes, symmetric alkyne, asymmetric alkyne. It is ethine. Common name happens to be acetylene, you may be aware. Propyne may be called as methyl acetylene. Butane, butane may be called as dimethyl acetylene. Acetylene, methyl acetylene, dimethyl acetylene. Those names can be assigned. But IUPAC name ethine, propyne, butane. When these are made to react with 40% sulfuric acid and 1% mercuric sulfate, 40%, I can mention in the reaction itself. Alright, 40% sulfuric acid, 1% mercuric sulfate, HgSO4. Hydration, I said hydration, hydra water, addition of water. Addition of water produces just addition across the triple bond. Addition across the double bond you may be knowing. When added across the double bond, here one, double bond will become single bond. Earlier in ozone, here one, here also another one. Ozonide was formed. So that is addition. Here, addition of water. Water is H, OH. Is split into H and OH. H needs one bond to be completed, OH needs one bond to be completed. Therefore, with one carbon hydrogen, another carbon OH. The product is CH2 double bond CHOH. Here one hydrogen, here one OH, triple bond becomes double bond. It is not stable. Why? Whenever double bond and OH are present at the same carbon atom, it undergoes rearrangement. The compound is not stable. So, the name of the product is ethanol. Of course, the name we don't need, ethanol. E has to be eliminated, ethanol. Unstable compound, therefore name is not necessary. It undergoes rearrangement. What sort of rearrangement? CH2 double bond C, H, OH. Just intramolecular, within the molecule. That means the double bond is migrated, one of the two bonds migrated here, double bond OH. The bond is broken, it is made here H. So CS3, C double bond OH, acetaldehyde. We call it as acetaldehyde. Ethanol, not ethanol, ethanol. Here with water, again 40% sulfuric acid, 1% mercuric sulfate. What is happening? Hydrogen with one carbon, OH with another carbon. We have CH3, C, triple bond, CH, hydrogen and OH. Hydrogen should be attached with one carbon, OH should be attached with another carbon. To which carbon hydrogen, to which carbon OH. Here it is symmetric. With any carbon we can add hydrogen. But here it is not symmetric. With one carbon methyl group is bonded, with one carbon hydrogen is bonded. Where to make hydrogen, where to make OH. It takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. The negative part of the addendum, H plus OH minus, the negative part of the addendum will add on to that carbon which has got minimum number of hydrogen or more branches. Minimum number of hydrogen or more branches. This has no hydrogen. This has more branch, it is substitution. Therefore, OH here. Hydrogen with the carbon which is already having hydrogen. Alright? With the carbon having hydrogen, again hydrogen will be added. You can remember very easily. With this hydrogen, with this OH. So the product is CS3, C, triple bond becomes double bond because of the addition of hydrogen here and OH here. It is again unstable. Why unstable? Why unstable? Double bond and OH are the same carbon atom. Rearrangement. H will go here. H will go here. Double bond will come here. So the product is CS3, C double bond O, CS3. That's all acetone, propanol. It is ethanol, Al. It is propanol. Maybe propan 2-on or simply propanol. All are correct. What about this one? Hydrogen with carbon OH, symmetric. With any carbon hydrogen, with any carbon OH. Maybe given as homework. H with one carbon, OH with another carbon. Rearrangement. What will be the product? Let us try. CS3, CH, C double bond, OH, CS3. Isomerization, we call it as isomerization. In all you can write isomerization. The bond should be migrated, hydrogen should come over here, the bond should go over here. So you should get CS3, CH2, single bond C, double bond O, CS3. We got a ketone, butane, 2-on. That's all. So this is how we get ketones from alkynes. Then fourth one, so we completed. Distillation of calcium salt of fatty acids. Dry distillation of calcium salts of fatty acids. Fourth one. See, I am going to take just 3 fatty acids to start with. Simple carboxylic acid, formic acid. HC double bond OH, formic acid. Formica, which is present in red ant. Red ant means formic. The venom of red ants have formic acid, therefore the name. Second, CS3COH, acetic acid. CS3C double bond OH, acetic acid. Propionic acid, CS3CH2COH. Until now I have given common names. What about IUPAC names? Methanoic acid, ethanoic acid, propanoic acid. Methanoic, ethanoic, propanoic acid. It's sodium salt. If a hydrogen is replaced by sodium, sodium formate, sodium acetate, sodium propionate. Sodium formate, sodium acetate, sodium propionate. IUPAC name sodium methanoate, sodium ethanoate, sodium propanoate. Since the valency of sodium ion is also 1, it gives this type of salt. Suppose if it is neutralized by, say, calcium hydroxide. Hydrochloric acid with sodium hydroxide will give sodium chloride. Hydrochloric acid with calcium hydroxide will give calcium chloride. How? CaCl2, 2Cl, 2H2O. Why the valency of calcium is 2? Likewise, when formic acid is made to react with sodium hydroxide, NaOH, what will go off? HCONF, sodium formate. If it is calcium hydroxide, It is calcium hydroxide. 2 molecules of formic acid is needed. Water, water. You will be getting HCOO twice Ca, that is calcium formate. We need 2 formate radicals for 1 calcium. Therefore, the structure would be HCOO Ca, sodium formate. Sodium acetate means CS3COO Ca. Sodium propionate means CS3CH2. Likewise, sodium propionate. We also have benzoic acid, CH5COH. CH5COH. Calcium benzoate. Of course, this method, preparation of aldehydes and ketones, involve mainly aliphatic aldehydes and aliphatic ketones, not aromatic. But anyhow, since we are using calcium salt, I thought of including preparation of benzaldehyde also in this method. So, in this method, we are going to take calcium formate, calcium acetate, calcium benzoate mainly. Let me take HCOOCA, calcium formate, calcium acetate, HCOO twice Ca, calcium acetate, and then calcium benzoate, CCH5COO-Ca. Calcium formate, calcium acetate, calcium benzoate. When these compounds are heated, simply when calcium formate is heated, in the next case, let me heat this calcium acetate with calcium formate, HCOOH. C double bond OH. In the first case, only calcium formate is distilled, dry distillation of calcium formate. In the second case, calcium formate with calcium acetate. Third case, calcium formate with calcium acetate. In all the three, I have taken calcium formate. Calcium formate. Here, along with calcium formate, calcium acetate. Here, along with calcium formate, calcium benzoate. So, calcium formate, calcium acetate, calcium benzoate. When they are distilled, what are the products we are getting? Let us just see. Calcium carbonate will go off, CaCO3. CaCO3 is getting eliminated, CaCO3. Here one molecule, one calcium carbonate, CaCO3, remaining HC double bond OH. You will be getting formaldehyde and calcium carbonate, HC double bond OH. In short, HCHO, HC double bond OH. In short, HCHO. Whereas when calcium formate is dry distilled with calcium acetate, removal of 2 molecules of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, CaCO3, 2 molecules of calcium carbonate will go off. 2 molecules of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, CS3COH, 2 molecules of acetaldehyde. 2 molecules of acetaldehyde, CS3C double bond OH. Simply CS3CHO, 2 molecules of acetaldehyde plus calcium carbonate, 2 calcium carbonate. If it is calcium benzoate and calcium formate, again removal of 2 molecules of calcium carbonate. CH5COH. Two molecules of benzaldehyde. CH5, C double bond OH. That is, we get two molecules of benzaldehyde and two molecules of calcium carbonate. So in all these three, we are getting only aldehyde. So what is the condition we can derive? To prepare an aldehyde from calcium salt of fatty acid by the dry distillation of fatty acid, calcium formate is a must. Simply when calcium formate is dry distilled, you will be getting formaldehyde. When calcium formate is dry distilled with calcium acetate, you will be getting acetaldehyde. When calcium formate is dry distilled with calcium benzoate, you will be getting benzaldehyde. So dry distillation of calcium formate only formaldehyde. Calcium formate with calcium acetate, acetaldehyde. Calcium formate with calcium benzoate, benzaldehyde. This is how we get formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and benzaldehyde. Now, ketone, because it is a method to get aldehyde and ketone. So calcium salt may result in the formation of ketones also. For that, calcium formate should not be used. If calcium formate is used, you will be getting only aldehyde. Therefore, don't use formaldehyde, calcium formate. Without calcium formate, if any calcium salt is used, you will be getting only ketone. How? Let me take CS3, COO, CS3. Ca. I have written in a simplest possible manner. Here I have written elaborately, here I have written simply. Nothing wrong in writing in the elaborate way also. Alright, calcium acetate. When calcium acetate is dry distilled, what will you get? When calcium benzoate is dry distilled, only calcium benzoate, not anything else. Only calcium benzoate. Like this. Removal takes place like this. How? Calcium carbonate will go off. CaCO3. You will be getting acetone. CS3, C double bond O, CS3. CS3, C double bond O, CS3. You will be getting acetone. If only calcium benzoate is used, you will be getting benzophenone. The product is CCH5, CO, CH5 plus CaCO3. Acetone, benzophenone. If you use mixture of calcium acetate and calcium benzoate, suppose use CS3, COOCA, CS3, COOCA, calcium acetate, along with that calcium benzoate. Calcium acetate, calcium benzoate mixture. So the way in which calcium acetate and calcium benzoate, you just notice. Calcium acetate with calcium benzoate. Calcium carbonate, calcium carbonate. Two molecules of calcium carbonate will go off. You will be getting acetophenone, CS3, COCH5, CS3, COCH5, CS3, COCH5 plus calcium carbonate. So, only calcium formate, formaldehyde, calcium formate, calcium acetate, acetaldehyde, calcium formate, calcium benzoate, benzaldehyde. So, the conclusion, if calcium formate is used, we will be getting only aldehyde. If calcium salt of any other fatty acid used, ketone. If mixture of two different calcium salts used, you will be getting mixed ketone, otherwise simple ketone. These are all the conclusions we arrived at. And it is acetone, common name, may also be called as dimethyl ketone. propanol, benzophenone, benzophenone is IUPAC accepted common name, diphenyl ketone, common name, diphenyl ketone. It is acetophenone, IUPAC name, IUPAC accepted common name, methylphenyl ketone, common name, methylphenyl ketone. It may also get the name 1-phenyl ethane 1-1. 1-phenyl ethane 1-1. 1-phenyl ethane 1-1 ethanol. The first carbon to be a ketone. So that is about various methods of preparation of aldehydes and ketones. In the next class, let us go into preparation of exclusively aldehydes. Thank you.